Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, February 19th. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the senior minister here at Sunshine Cathedral. With me today is Sunshine Cathedral's executive minister. He's also my husband, Bishop Robert Griffin, Sunshine Cathedral's Minister of Connections, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Sunshine Cathedral's Minister of Education, Reverend Kevin Tisdall. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be a part of it, no matter where you live in the world. And if you live in South Florida, be sure to check out the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts, offering entertainment for the LGBTQ+ community to benefit the LGBTQ+ community. Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. In 2025, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots Magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, and we produced the 25th anniversary of Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th. We're the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. If you enjoy the Queer God Squad, please share this or other episodes with your friends, family, and social media communities.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective, how LGBTQ and others can resist in the age of Trump. How can we resist the avalanche of injustices and sins against humanity that is coming from Washington? Learn about these organizations. Make a donation now and then to one of them. Share their social media posts and contact them if you need their help. And share this information often. MoveOn at MoveOn.org. The Campaign Workshop at thecampaignworkshop.com. People for the American Way at people4.org. Transgender Law Center at transgenderlawcenter.org. Human Rights Campaign at hrc.org. Planned Parenthood at plannedparenthoodaction.org. The American Civil Liberties Union at aclu.org. Southern Poverty Law Center at splc.org. The NAACP at NAACP.org. Sylvia Rivera Law Project at srlp.org. Lambda Legal at lambdalegal.org. The Organization for Refugee, Asylum, and Migration at www.oramrefugee.org. Amnesty International at amnesty.org. And GLAAD, GLAAD, at GLAAD.org. These organizations also have information about what is happening in our areas of concern and specific things we can do to make a difference. Staying informed and staying connected are essential right now. Keep the faith. Mm-hmm. And the beauty of this is not an all-inclusive list. There are a whole lot more organizations that are out there that we can reach out to and become aware of what it is that they're doing. And I would actually add Sunshine Cathedral, sunshinecathedral.org, to that list. It's really important to keep reaching out, to check out these groups. When you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling frightened, when there's a whole lot going on, check out these groups. Find out what they're doing and ways that you can help.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Human Rights Watch. I don't have their website on the top of my head, but it's Human Rights Watch. It's a very important organization. We've worked with them a lot of times, especially in our work in the Caribbean. There is the Global Justice Institute.
Yes.
And that you can follow them on Facebook, and there's a website. I think it's under construction right now, but it'll be back up and running soon. There is GLSEN, GLSEN. That's the one that has a famous spokesperson. So there's GLSEN. There is the Trevor Project.
Yep.
Oh, that's a really, really good one, the Trevor Project. There are religious organizations, believe it or not. There are Metropolitan Community Churches. There are Unity Fellowship Churches. There are TFAM, that's the Fellowship of Affirming Ministries churches. There are Unitarian Universalist churches. I'm just getting this is in, that GLSEN has had to cut their workforce.
Yeah, I've read that.
So, so also your donations to these organizations are needed, right? Or your volunteer service, because it's hard for everyone everywhere. But they're still around, thank God. There is a Sunshine Cathedral, sunshinecathedral.org. If you are in the Broward area and you're under the age of 26 and have housing needs, there is the Pride House, and you can find out about them at our website. So yeah, there's just so many things, and we just want you to have these at your at your fingertips. There are Jewish congregations, humanist, reform, or reconstructionist, even some conservative, that are friendly and care very much about justice. There are Quakers. There are the O&A churches, the Open and Affirming, which you'll find in the Presbyterian Church USA, and the United Methodist Church, and the Episcopal Church, and the Evangelical Lutheran Church of America, the Alliance of Baptists, and so on. You're not alone. You are not alone. There are people who will support you emotionally. There are people who, PFLAG, P.S., PFLAG. There are people who will support you emotionally. There are people who will support you spiritually. There are people who will support you legally. There are people who can even help you find something to eat and a place to sleep tonight. So whatever it is, yes, this is a rough time. But there are resources you may not know about. We're all in this together. So call any one of these places, and they can help connect you to all the other places. Like there's a network. So just start with some place, and you may have to make a few calls. You may have to, but start with one, and then you're on the road. You're on the track, because that's how we get through these things, is together, looking out for each other, hoping, wishing each other the best, and lending a hand, doing what we can. And so your donations to good causes, your sharing these resources with people who need it. You're showing up at these places either to volunteer or to worship. Like every time you come to Sunshine Cathedral, you're doing a good thing, because the energy of your presence makes a difference. And when you give to Sunshine Cathedral or to these other great organizations, you are making sure that they get. GLSEN had to make huge cuts. When we don't get enough support, that's what happens. So when you make a financial donation, when you volunteer, when you show up, when you tell people about it, when you do something as simple as like a thing on Facebook, or put a little heart on Instagram, that is helping drive traffic. Right. That is helping get the word out. So you think, well, I can't do anything. You can. You can do at least one thing, and you can probably do two or three things. There's something you can do, and it might be as simple as clicking a thumb or a heart on social media. It might be as simple as showing up at a service. Even if you do so virtually. A lot of people stream, we stream. That gets picked up. That contributes to metrics that we can then use for a lot of good things. So please don't ever think that my little thing is too little. My 40-watt light bulb isn't very bright, but our 4 40-watt light bulbs, and then our 5, and then our 10, and then our 30, you got a pretty big glow going. So please just bring your little 40-watt light bulb, because in the mix, it super matters.
And I think just the way Dr. Atwood ended is like stay informed, stay connected, and I'm going to say keep the faith, because, and I don't mean that to throw it away, keep the faith, because keep the faith for yourself, keep the faith for others, but do keep the faith. All is not lost. Yeah. Do keep the faith. And if I had to advocate for one fund, because this one fund, when COVID hit, really stepped up for a lot of the LGBT organizations in Fort Lauderdale, and that's the Our Fund. The Our Fund has also a justice component to them now as well, and so specifically around LGBT issues. So Our Fund is another fund that you can just Google them, the Our Fund, and they can assist in resources as well. And also they also help a lot of local LGBTQ organizations.
I mentioned the Trevor Project earlier, and I think their website is trevorproject.org. They actually have suicide peer counseling. That if you're just lonely or scared or hopeless and you need someone to talk to, they got someone for you to talk to. So that's the Trevor Project. There is, maybe someone can look it up before we go off in a minute or two. There is a new transgender, I think it's the only one, transgender helpline.
I read about that.
Yeah. So if we don't think of it in the next minute, please look that up yourselves. It's a transgender helpline. And this is the time for it, God knows. So be looking at that. So yeah, we have resources. You're not alone. Don't let people tell you you're alone. Remember this. When people are telling you drag queens are trying to groom your kids into what? Being fabulous? What's this grooming happening? I don't know. I mean, was Ronald McDonald trying to groom kids with his thing? Or were magicians trying to, yeah, people entertain kids. I don't understand. But anyway, when they're telling you, drag queens it's the Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline, because we have a fabulous producer telling us what we need. Translifeline.org. Translifeline.org. When they're telling you that the drag performers are groomers, that lesbian and gay people are wanting special rights, that marriage equality harms families, that there's something abnormal about trans people, even though scientific and social scientific and behavioral scientific information all contradicts that. The gender studies, gender science, all psychology, biology, medical science, all cognition, all refute these things. So first of all, don't let these people don't know anything. They're not the experts. So don't buy their bullshit. Find the experts. But the reason they're telling you trans people that there's something wrong with you, the reason they're telling you drag performers, the reason you're telling married same-sex people there's something, if we weren't enormously powerful, if we weren't volcano powerful, earthquake powerful, hurricane powerful, they wouldn't be bothered. They are trying to divert, hide, diffuse power because we are innately powerful. Don't let them, they're only attacking us to try to reduce the power. We have so much power, and we're going to use it. Now, it may not be the power of domination, but we didn't want that anyway. Because we see how that's used. That's too easily turned to evil. No, it's not the power of domination. It's not the power of control. But it is the power of self-confidence. It is the power of joy. It is the power of resistance. It is the power of uniqueness. It is the power of queerness. Don't let them take your power from you. That's what they're trying to do. And we can simply say no to that. Go to these websites. Call these numbers. Contact us. I'm Darrell at sunshinecathedral.org, Robert at sunshinecathedral.org, Kevin at sunshinecathedral.org, Ann at sunshinecathedral.org. You can't forget it. If you know our name, it's at sunshinecathedral.org. And you're not alone.
No.
And one group can connect you to all the other groups. And so we're going to stand together. We are in this together. And remember, they're only coming for you because you are amazing. You are powerful, and that terrifies them. Your freedom, your fabulosity, your creativity, your uniqueness, it terrifies them. Screw them. We're going to be us, and we're going to be us together. And so don't let them take your power.
All right.
That's yours till the end. They can make us miserable. They can make us scared. They can aggravate the hell out of us, but they cannot take our power. We give that away, and we don't have to.
Right.
So don't.
I was sitting here and thinking that we've been doing Queer God Squad for quite a bit now.
A couple of years.
And this may be the most powerful episode that we have ever done. We are advocating to the world with things that you can do today to help yourself. If you're watching this, do me a favor. Number one, like this, and then take this and tag this on every single piece of social media that you use so that your friends and family can see that they are not alone. So again, like us, tag us, and let people know that there's help out there. And thank you so much for doing this today.
Yeah.
It is essential.
At the risk of running a bit long, I'm going to give you the names one more time because I want you to have them. And if you forget, here we are. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again. We want you to write down some of these right now. You've got a friend that needs it or whatever, but there's MoveOn.org. There is the campaignworkshop.com. There is people4.org. There is Transgender Law Center.org. There's HRC.org. Planned Parenthood Action.org. ACLU, I'm dyslexic, ACLU.org. SPLC NAACP.org, NAACP.org, SRLP.org, Lambda Legal, remember Lambda has a B in there, LambdaLegal.org, OramRefugee.org, that's ORAM, refugee, but all one word, .org, Amnesty.org, GLAAD.org, and then remember the trans line, the helpline, and also these other places we mentioned, the Sunshine Pride House. And you can find out about that at sunshinecathedral.org. Sunshine Cathedral, Human Rights Watch, the Trevor Project, the now decimated GLSEN. So not only look to them for help, but offer them some help. And then, your local progressive faith communities like, I don't know, Sunshine Cathedral at sunshinecathedral.org. So you've got more resources than you realize.
Yeah.
And we have each other. And remember, you're a person of power, and they can't take that from you. You can only give it away. So don't do it. All right. This is today for us here at Sunshine Cathedral, at the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral on a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join us on the Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise. This unique 3-day cruise will sail from Miami on the $1 billion and ultra-deluxe 170,000-ton MSC Seascape on November 2nd, 2025. The cruise is for the Florida AIDS Walk. Your participation helps 13 vital beneficiaries in our community. The cruise is an incredible value starting at just $199 and is also a fundraiser for the Sunshine Cathedral. Parties, special events, and more aboard, including a special unlimited beverage and open bar with Wi-Fi for all 3 days for just $68. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun, this vital cruise for good.
We want to thank you for joining us. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBT community is talking about. Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together.
We all are in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.